Welcome back to Rayleigh's Small Engines. Boy, I love it when people that don't watch my video, they don't put stuff up like I say. Obviously, they hadn't seen my video, I guess. Guy went in here won't run. And sitting up, they said, so kind of already know what's going on, so. And they went ahead and filled the whole tank up with fuel. Y'all stick around, let's see what we're gonna do with it, see if we can get it running. Right off the bat, let's pull the handle. Oh, yeah, she got compression. That's about 110 according to my gauge. Slam full to the top. According to me sniffing that fuel, which I shouldn't be doing, smells to me like some fresh gas over top of the little bit that was left in there that tweren't no good. Well, never fear, T-bone is here. Let's see what we're working with. Take the clip loose. All right, y'all go in here and right inside there, I want you to smell in there. Y'all, oh my goodness. Oofta, somebody open a door, daggum, that stinks. So I went ahead and shut the gas valve off. Throw the screws on the floor, T-bone. Don't worry about it. Oh, we got another screw down here. Somebody's going to say, well, you didn't put a compression tester on it. You didn't check spark. Well, in my opinion, I don't need to. And I'm not saying it being smarty britches, but that's my opinion. And the reason being, look right there. See all that down in that carburetor? And they said you didn't check spark. You ain't check. You know what? Bet your money it's got spark. Just let them fall. At least I got the table to catch all this. Just grip it and rip it. Nothing but a breather hose back there, folks. Ain't this fun? Another carburetor. You know what this is? This is your vacuum operated thingamabob that makes your idle go down, you know, when it's not under load. So when you go to slide these up, wait a minute. Look down here at the solenoid. Somebody has done cut the doggone wires. Isn't that interesting? Now you're going to watch this little pin right here for your choke, probably automatic choke, throttle, something or other. I'm going to try and work this off of here a little bit. See it lift right out of there? All right, that should be up out of our way. So all I did was pull the breather hose right out of the valve cover. When you go to put this back on, you're going to press that back in and hook that little pin right back in there, okay? Let's just lay this over out of the way. Now looking at this piece I slid off here a little closer, yes, it is a vacuum operated choke and has the manual, so it'll work either way. In case your vacuum doesn't work, you can pull the choke on manually. So our throttle is pretty simple. Slide the carburetor back. Do this, take your finger, poke a hole in it, and pull that spring, get it right out of that hole. Or use a pair of needle nose, that way you don't poke a hole in your finger. And I should be able to pull this back in just a little bit. See right there, come right out? Okay, that's pretty simple. Now, I'll push it back up there. Let me get you down where you can see that. Hold on. All right, here comes the stinky part. Turn this around where I can get to this clamp. But I don't have my doggone hand in the way. There's not but so much room under here, y'all. All right. Oh, nothing come out. That's good. And we should be able to slide our carburetor right off. All right, right off the bat, we want to get this bowl off. So we're going to see if we can get this solenoid off. Sometimes these screws, they can be tight. If you have trouble with these, you can get an impact driver and get them off. So There's one. Here comes the stinky part, gonna be here soon. Yeah. That looks pretty bad. Will it focus? Not really. Nasty. Nasty nastiness. Alright, let's see if we can break this loose. Knock the camera over and everything else. I figured that was going to be on there. It's going to be probably pretty corroded up. Uh-oh. Look at it's green gas. It's stuck to the bowl. It's not supposed to do that. Goodness sakes. Alright, well, we know why this is cut, because it is obviously not going to work. And all that is a fuel shutoff solenoid, and when it pokes through the bowl, it's going to just come up in here and cut off the main jet, which I know you can't see up in there that far, but we're going to be taking that out in just a minute. But it'll shut the fuel off, and that's all it is a shut off for your fuel. So the machine should still cut off when you cut the switch off, because it'll cut off the fire. This is meant to cut off the fuel also to prevent backfiring. So, all right, let's see if we can take this a little further. Let's scooch this out the way. Will this come off? Pull your pin out. Well, the needle's not stuck into the seat. I see some goop around it, but that's okay. Let's see what else we got. Let's look down there and see if we can get this main jet out. These are that one come right on. Unbelievable. All right. I'm shaking the camera and there it comes. See it sticking out the bottom right there? Main jet. We know that's stopped up. There's no question about that. It is stopped. Slam up. Now there's one more piece in here we have to get out. And that's air oxygen mixing with the fuel tube thing down inside here. Very tough to see. Let me get a flashlight and I'll show you. All right, I hope the flashlight isn't shining in your eyes. If you look right down in here, there's a little brass tube. See it right there? And what we want to do, see, I pushed it down and it fell right out. Unbelievable it come out that easy. So what we're going to look for on it is going to be all the little tiny holes around here that we're going to have to clean up. So stick around. Well, while we're doing it, we're going to take out the idle jet over here, and what you're going to look for, see about how many threads you can see right there. Just a little bit sticks out. That's your idle, which it doesn't matter that big a deal. It's not that critical. You can always fool with this after you get it back on the machine and actually get it running. Just remember about how much stuck out and you'll be good. It'll be fine. It's not that critical. Screw that out. Oh, throw that across the bench. And then a little prying here. Yes, I know the outside's dirty, but we're going to clean that up too. And there's your main idle jet, and there's a little teeny hole in there. And if you can't get in there a torch tip cleaner, I got that's a piece of wire out of a wire brush. That fits those holes just perfectly. So stick around a minute. Alright, so we are getting there. The solenoid, there's an O-ring right there that seals it to this nut, which, by the way, took forever getting it that good. But what we're going to do is cut this tip off. It's no good anyway, but we're going to make this machine run is what we're going to do. Let's see if I can cut this thing. I'm sure. Yep. Fixed that, didn't I? So now what we've got is some 1000 grit sandpaper. Put a little oil here, and somebody's gonna be fussing about this little noise. Oh, it's gonna leak fuel, it's gonna leak fuel. No, it's not. That doesn't have anything to do with the needle in the seat, and it's not gonna go by, That's just an anti-shut-off valve. I mean, an anti-backfire valve. It's electric valve that shuts the fuel off, that sometimes helps it keep from backfiring. You don't want to lose this little spring here, y'all. So keep that in mind. And what I'm gonna do here, we're gonna see if I can see to get this thing in this drill. Oop, go forward. What is he doing? Well, just hold on a minute, I'm gonna show you. Calm down, people, calm down. This is how you straighten up a needle. A little bit of oil and 1000 grit paper. I might do it right there. Let's see. I got a rag over here. Yep. Yeah, do. That's what I'm talking about. Like brand new. Whee. I gotta clean this float up a little bit. I doubt that green stain's gonna come out of that thing. So, moving on. All right, I'll clean this up in just a second. All you do with this is, I'm gonna clean this float up first, but you just slide it back through the big hole, and then come back through to the skinny end right there. That's it. Pretty simple. So, let's try another little trick. Y'all probably know this trick too. And what I do with my brake cleaner? Where'd y'all put it? A little brake cleaner there. Brake cleaner in there. And we'll clean that seat up a little bit. Like downtown, I'm gonna blow it out. Well, it's less green, it's a lighter shade. So stick this down in there. That's the spring. Wiggle jiggle, twisty wisty, there you go. So I squirted brake cleaner in all these holes. Whoops, throw it on the table. Down in here. You squirt brake cleaner on everything. Clean, you know, make sure all this in here is clean. I got most of that green off of there, so, but just take your time with it and clean it up. Make sure all these little holes, every little hole is cleaned out. Use wire, I don't know, go steal your wife's hairbrush. No, that won't work, but clean everything out really, really good. What is this, you ask? Well, this is called Vaseline. And then I'm going to put it around the O-ring before I put it back in here. If I can see around the camera, and then we're going to go snap. See, it snaps right in there nice and easy. And we'll put this little thingamabob, or is that a hitchy-mo? Y'all tell me, is that a thingamabob or a hitchy-mo? I don't know. One of them. And let's see if I can get this idle screw about right. Yeah, let's give it, yeah, how about another, yeah, 25 more RPM. Yeah, that's perfect. That's what I thought. Excelente. Then you'll take this, we'll drop in this way, and what you want to make sure of is that where I showed you when we took this apart, make sure it sticks through there. And what I'll generally do, take a screwdriver, dink, there it is. Main jet, and clean as I can get it. You can see through the hole now. That's good. Pop this bad boy in. Get a screwed up driver. A lot of times you'll find your regular screwdrivers won't fit in these holes. And all I did was take some cheap Hobo Freight screwdrivers. And I ground the edges off to make them cylindrical. See, I did that one too. Now that's in. Take this right here, drop it right there. Maybe hold that with the other finger. Let's pop this right here back in. Get in the hole. Come on. There you go. Alright, let's put this on. Now I'm going to go over and look at the machine, figure out which way this thing here needed to go. Because I need to know. Inquiring minds want to know. Hold on a minute. Doggone it. I'm going to look at the video probably. Alright, I'm back. Something like this. So why it's always a good idea to film stuff or take a picture and remember. That way you can remember it. I don't mean burn. Come on. All right. Yep, that's torqued. Let's see, this was like this, so this goes this way. I know that because of the way that it is. Vaseline on there. Let's see, what did I say? Yeah, we want it to go that way. Just because that's the way that it was. Put these screws in and tighten it up. Y'all ready to go back over to the machine? Let me tighten these screws up and I'll see you over at the machine. Alright, we are back at the machine. Remind me of old Cheech and Chong. I'm a love machine, and I don't work for nobody but you. Wee. Get in the hole. Just like that. You got to get the needle nose. I can't see. Somebody turn the doggone light on. Would you? Y'all probably can't see either. My hand's probably all in the way. I'm going to knock my head into the camera. Having issues, y'all. There we go. Just like downtown is what I'm talking about. Now, before we hook this line up, we're going to flush out some of this gas. No, that didn't come out of the tank. This is just a dirty something or another. Let's see, where is the shutoff at? Over here. Can I reach it? Golly, that thing is stiff. Why won't it turn? There we go. We know we got good fuel flow. And when I'm going to look in here, see if you see any water. Do y'all see any water in there? I don't. Went and got my light with a magnet. That gas didn't smell bad out of the tank. I'm betting there was probably just a little bit left in the tank and they poured fresh gas over it. That's what I'm guessing. And since it's full, maybe it'll be okay. We're going to find out here in a minute. Now, let's see. Does that go all the way? What's doing that right there? Oh, yep, little vacuum hose right there was in the way. Nah, it goes back like it's supposed to. Now to get this in the valve cover. And this on here, you got to do all this at one kind of shot deal. Let me get this little hose in the valve cover. Alright, nope, doggone it. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, bear with me. Hold on. Alright, so all I did was stuck the big rubber hose into the valve cover. That's it. You didn't miss anything. Alright, let's see if I can get this into here. That little rod goes back in that thing. There we go. Oh, by the way, check your gaskets. These still look really good. Alright, there we go. It looks nice, huh? Alright, wipe this dust off here. It's not really that bad. Most of it's just dust, I think. The gasket still looks good. I wiped it off like that, and put this on. Make sure we hook our breather hose up back here. All right. Well, y'all stand by a second. I'm gonna pop a couple nuts on in this air cleaner box and we'll be in business. You know how tight to do that? A couple of ugga-duggas. Like NASCAR, man. Blow his air filter off. Still looks pretty darn good. Stick it up there. Let's get this on. Alright. Alright, did anybody check the oil yet? Golly, let's see what we're working with here. Yeah, it's dirty. Golly, we're going to have to change on that. It's good enough we can fire it up at least, right? And let's cut our gas back on. Make sure we don't have any leaks. Alright, let's find out if she's going to fire up. I'm going to be done hitting my elbow. Is the switch on? I think that's on. I don't know, we're going to find out. That switch is on. I'm pull the rope, Rayleigh. I don't hit my elbow. Get those generators ran dry when you put them up. That way when the storm comes, the ice falls and the snow is 87 foot high, you know your generator's going to crank up and give you some power and heat and whatever. So, appreciate you tuning into this YouTube channel. Remember, I'm T-Bone. Subscribe, thumbs up, share these videos with your friends. We'll see you next time. Never fear, T-Bone is here.